We are gonna do a speaker install. So let me show you guys what we're working with. We got the stock speakers. One big thing I noticed from the speakers on the 350Z compared to the G35 is that they're not Bose, they're Nomadica, which means I don't know what brand these are. We'll show you the before and after. Right now we have the aftermarket head unit for the speakers and they are sounding horrible. And I got my favorite non-copyright song, which is the Cantina Band. So I'm gonna go ahead and slap that really loud. It's fine at the low tones, but when you really get on it, that's when it sounds horrible. So let's go ahead and play that. My neighbors hate me. Alright, it sounds horrible. Like, you can hear like the static and stuff. So yeah, that's my favorite song, by the way. Let me show you what we're working with here. We got some new Alpine speakers, which are going to be the top of the line, and these are 6-inch. We're going to replace the front and the back. So we're hopping in the passenger side, and we're going to be removing this back panel. We're going to go ahead and start taking off the leather stripping here, and then we're going to have to pop these out. Pretty much going to do the same thing on the other side, but let me show you what the next step is. So if you have a tool like this is a prying tool from AutoZone for trim pieces. In the very back there's a little notch. If you go ahead and stick this in here, it'll actually go ahead and pull it, and you can do this on both sides. There you go. And then just so you can see, just enough space to put one of those in. Just so you guys know, I probably wouldn't be able to take that off without that tool, so might as well invest the $20 and save yourself some time. We're gonna open up the glove box, whatever weird things you may have in there, but go ahead and remove these 2 Phillips screws. Now that you've removed this, you're actually gonna pull down here and up here, and you're going to slowly make your way across. Please don't break this because it's kind of flimsy down here. Yo, what? Where's my sub? That's called the secret stash, I guess. And I think we're just going to have to remove, there's 2 bolts right here on the center console, and this should give us enough play. And then watch out with this, and then you can remove the cigarette lighter. Alright boys, so we're gonna have to take off the tabs back here. Is that part of it? Yeah, wait. We're gonna go ahead and remove these, and then we're gonna show you how to rewire them. Very simple. So now that you have everything taken off, we're gonna start working on the speakers, hot wire and the black wire. This one's already done. This is what your end product's gonna look like. We're gonna grab one of these. Blue is gonna be your black wire. Red is your hot. We're gonna go ahead and cut about 1 inch. So we're gonna go ahead and strip them. These are 14s. Go ahead and twist the ends. And we're gonna go ahead and pop it in here. You're gonna make sure that this is not hitting the very end, because this little metal part is gonna meet right about here. So let's make this a little bit shorter. Perfect, that looks a lot better. So let's go ahead and we're gonna use the cramping tool. Hold on to it, squish it once you push it in, and clamp it down. Make sure it gets a good grab. We'll double check on that. This is actually what's gonna go in the car. We're gonna cramp this onto the end of the wire, and it will actually enter it like this. For now, what we're gonna do is enter the other side. So this is gonna act as our quick release. We got this inserted. Let's go ahead and cramp it down. To find out if this is making a good connection, you're gonna go ahead and pull on both sides. I'm pulling as hard as I can. Pass the test. I say it's valid. Let's go ahead and pop this on. But before we do that, one more step. Gotta indicate that this is a black wire. Let's go ahead and wrap it in some tape. So now that you know how to do pretty much one, we're gonna do the exact same thing for the hot wire, except the only difference is we're gonna leave the red exposed and just tape the black ends. Right now we're back in the car. We're gonna go ahead and snip off this brown part and save as much wire as we can. Let's turn off the key first. Now that I went ahead and cut off the head, we're gonna test this out. We're connected to ground and we're gonna check if there's power. This is the red cable right here. See that? That's power. We got the keys connected. Don't put the keys on until after you cut it and you tape the other wire. You don't want them touching. And over here, we're gonna go ahead and clamp that. Solid connection. This is ready to connect. Let's go ahead and start this side. So this is going to be our red wire. Now we know for sure this is our hot. This is our negative. Now we're ready to go ahead and plug in our neutral to our neutral and our hot with our hot. We know this is the hot wire because it's red and it has the resistor on this side. Yes sir, they finna call me speaker knockers. Both rear speakers installed. Now we're gonna have to do the hard part, which is remove the door panels. Alright, before we get to the doors, we're gonna go ahead and do the interior again. Maybe one day we'll go back to gutted, but for now, this is a new car to me. Let's try to keep it looking somewhat clean. Start from the back. That's just going to make your life a lot easier, just because those pins are going to line the front up a lot better. Besides that, the only thing left, the center console. So we got some screws. Go ahead and get into the speakers on the door. On the passenger side, you're going to have the Oh Shiza bar, and we're going to remove that using this tool. You're also going to need a wrench, 10 mil. I usually keep the 10 mil on the extension just so I never lose it. And then you might need this. Alright, taking a look in here, we got two 10 mils. While trying to take this off, it pretty much pulled the door off, like on this side. I can feel it trying to come off a little, but we're actually going to go ahead and remove this power switch. There's a bolt right over here. We're gonna want to take this off. Typically there's another one over here, but for whatever reason I don't see it. Last thing holding this door is actually a screw behind here. So the next thing you're gonna want to do is go ahead and pull from this side. Preferably using the pull for the air vent. You can actually pull most of the tabs off and then go along the side on the bottom. Damn. We can go ahead and lift this up. So here we have one of our things. Just a ball, you just keep pulling on it. And same thing on this side. This is actually for the door handle. And this one has like a little insert on it. And just a switch over here. There's a button over here. Go ahead, get behind this. And there you are. Back here, there's the glass. I have the windows down. We're trying to put this in. And it hits the window. Alright, so we're back a day later. We got the spacer so that the speaker can fit. Yeah, something like this. You're gonna need to get in here. We're gonna cut these wires, run them through the back, and then connect them to here. We kind of need an idea of where these are gonna run. You don't want the window to hit the wire when it's going up and down. So we might put some tape on the back end over here. While the power of the car is off, we're gonna go ahead and cut this wire, which is for the speakers. And then let's go ahead and strip these. Looks like it's coming off. That's an example of a bad connection. If you can pull it off, it's no good. So we're gonna go ahead and retwist these. Solid, run those wires and mount this up. You're gonna have to actually pick something like this up. I got M4 by 0.7 by 14 millimeters and mount this onto the plate. Go ahead and put some more black tape. Alright, so what we're gonna do is pre-drill this before we install the speaker. The speaker is working, so I disconnected the key and now I'm gonna plug this in, and we're gonna see if this wire moves at all when I put this window all the way down. That's gonna be our test to see if it's actually pulling the wire. We got power, and let's do the test. Science. Check the wire. I don't see any movement, which means it's not in the way of the tracks. Let's do this a couple times because this is actually really important. All the way down, all the way up. Looks like we passed quality control, and let's put the door back together. Connect the little cup holder light back. And run this cable. And then just reconnect the handles. So the thing with the notch, you want to do that first. Run it through the little ball and push it in. In order to get the door mounted, we're gonna lift this up, put it onto the top of the door. There, line it up on that side and then over here, and then you should just snap it in. So the pins on the bottom half of this door are broken. All that leaves us to do is connect this. So the part with the flange is going to go at the top, and the part of the straight goes at the very bottom. We'll go ahead, clip this back on. So to set you guys up for success on this top bolt, if you guys do drop it, it could fall behind the door. What I did, I put a little piece of tape on the top. So majority of the tape is on the socket with a little bit just holding onto the screw. And when I twist it and pull it, It removes off the screw, it doesn't fall down, and it's in there. So now I'm just gonna finish tightening it up and we can go test out the speakers. And there you go! Alright boys, I got exhausted from embarrassment, so as you can tell, I'm really excited about the new speakers. If you're gonna upgrade, might as well go for the top tier. I went with Alpine, better than stock for sure. Having a good head unit and getting the amp would be best things that you can do. There it is, with the head unit and speakers, it sounds pretty nice. Almost like a G35, if not a little bit better. So if you guys like the video, go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment what you think about my dance moves, and make sure to subscribe. See you guys next video.